Fair enough. All right, Johnny Mac, continue to rolling along here at that receiver position. After what you've seen now, where are you on the receivers? Is Makai Lemon more locked into that 3 than he was before the preseason game?
Yeah. I mean, he would have to be it.
You're not going to the Birds 365 desk to call it, are you?
No, because I've seen nothing from him either. But okay. I'd like to, if I saw anything, I mean, he would have to fall flat on his face. Maybe he will, because he only practiced a couple of days and he didn't show much. But I mean, if he doesn't earn playing time, it's a really bad sign because it shouldn't be difficult to earn playing time. That's how I'll frame it. But no, I can't call it because he's done nothing. But it would be a really bad sign if he can't earn playing time and beat out guys like Hollywood Brown and Darius Cooper for snap counts. Really bad sign.
We'll see how good Makai Lemon looks this year. Do you think this offense accentuates his talents, John?
I think that
a bunch of
I think the Sean McVay version of this offense would accentuate his talents. I'll answer it that way. I don't know if this version will accentuate his talents. I think that's the best way to answer it. But I don't even know what his talents are. I know what his talents people think are. I haven't seen them. Literally haven't seen them. So you read the scouting reports from SC and, inside receiver, physical, strong at the catch point. That's something that Sean McVay will take advantage of. Can't say that with this version of it.
We'll see how much he gets out there. And then Wicks is locked in at 2, right? He was.
I called that.
He called that one.
Now, hopefully, by week 8, that changes midway through the season.
I doubt that.
Or maybe he runs with the baton, and then it wouldn't be a bad thing. But I mean, we have a sample size in Green Bay to judge with a pretty good quarterback, pretty good staff, more advanced version of this particular offense. And he did what he did. Now they had, they don't have stars, but they have a bunch of guys who can play. Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden. And they deemed that he was the 5th receiver. I forget the 4th guy they have. But, so, maybe he's just good and they have a bunch of good receivers. Or maybe the drops start to show up and inconsistency and, Makai better get ready. So it's kind of tough to tell, but Savion Williams, they have Bo Melton. So, I mean, that's why they traded him along with the big 3. Their big 3 being Watson, Reed, Golden. Watson's really good, but he's always hurt. Reed's really good. In Golden's first-round pick, who hasn't developed yet, but maybe he takes the next step. But he's not, there's limitations too. He's like a 4.6 guy. He doesn't have great speed. He is a good route runner, that you can tell. So he should fit in with this offense from the perspective they never go downfield, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
So he gets separation in the intermediate areas, and that should play to his strengths.
We'll see what that looks like. I'm a little concerned at that receiving spot. And then Darius Cooper, you still think, like, would he be the 4 right now or no?
No, Hollywood's the 4. He's the 5.
Hollywood hasn't performed like the 4, but the business of the NFL is the reason he's 4. Is that fair to say?
Yes. He was better yesterday, like I said, at practice. No, Cooper's had a better camp overall, but Cooper was not good in Baltimore, so that impacted him. And that's, when you're that guy, former undrafted guy, well, always undrafted, you got to take advantage of all your opportunities. Like the minute you slip up, that pedigree comes back into it, believe me. And they start saying, "Oh, this guy's getting exposed." So that's like worse for Darius Cooper to perform bad in that situation than Hollywood Brown, who doesn't have the pedigree issues to overcome and the bigger contract.
Going to be interesting to see. All right, Johnny Mac, good stuff there. Continue rolling on that spot. Tight end, I know we've talked about how it's become a concern.
I'm going to ban tight end talk. That's how bad the tight end situation is.
Well, I just don't like, what should we expect of Johnny Mundt? I mean, he didn't dress, so he's obviously the tight end too, but he's kind of been talked about as a glorified blocker. What can we expect to see from him this year? Because if you're running 12 personnel, John, I mean, don't you need your tight ends to do more than just block?
Well, he can catch. It's just not at all explosive. So he's just an outlet receiver, but he will catch the football. So I do think it's more valuable to have a blocker who can just catch the football than it is to have a guy who just catches the football and it can't block at all. I do think it's more valuable. There are more guys in the league who can block than there are that just are glorified receivers. Because if you're just going to have a glorified receiver, you're just going to go with a faster guy and play more 11 and get a real receiver. So I do think it's an important role. But if you told me all the deference players for week 1, I think they were going to sit everybody, and I would have listed the deference players. Johnny would have been the only one I wouldn't have guessed. And I don't think that's a positive sign by any stretch of the imagination. But they don't have anybody else to do it, so I think he's in good standing, to say the least. And he is a good blocker. I mean, there's no question about that. But because he's so limited as a receiver, his first, he's been around for a while. And his career high in snap counts is like 450. That's it. So this is not a guy you can play a ton.
Yeah, right. I wonder how much of an impact he's going to have this year, if any.
Well, I think he's going to have a big impact, but it's probably not going to be noticed. It's all going to be in the running game and all that kind of stuff. But as a receiver, that's what people notice. You're going to say, well, why is Johnny Mundt out there? But he is a very good blocker.